Any question you would like to ask? Yes?
You know, Master, that my life is in such turmoil that in human practical terms I shouldn't be here. It was impossible. But you called me on the inner, and I've come. And I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I would also like to ask your forgiveness for being what I am. And I would ask for the gift of love, to love you very deeply. Because I don't feel I will ever get the chance to speak to you privately. Just you and I.
Well, brother, there's nothing to speak to me privately about this. Every one of us, life is in turmoil. There's no life which is running straight and smooth. If we have been perfect in this world, we won't be here. We are only here because we are imperfect. The moment we become perfect, we go back and merge into the perfect being. So we shouldn't try to analyze ourselves too much critically, but try to make best use of this opportunity to improve ourselves. We must take a positive step rather than go on grooving, you see, on the past. You should attend to your meditation and try to live the Santmat way of life. It's for one and all of us. Yes, please.
Radha Swami Huzur Maharajji, I would like to thank you very much for bringing us to your holy feet. Much has been said recently about love, and I have just realized that I do not know what this love is all about. I do not have a question, Huzurji, but I have a humble request. Please teach me this lesson of love. Please teach me to love you and only you.
But sister, love doesn't come from anywhere outside at all. It is right within every one of us. The seed is there and planted by the Father. We have to give it an opportunity to it to grow and to grow. And it grows from within, nowhere from outside at all.
Maharaji, I would also like to thank you for giving me all the help when I was called upon to give satsang. One more thing, Huzur. I experience in your physical presence a lot of inner joy and inner happiness, which I do not feel when I am at home. Why, Huzurji?
Well, sister, joy is within you. It doesn't come from anywhere outside at all. So build it within you and preserve it within you and enjoy it. Don't worry.
Thank you, Huzur.
Yes?
This question is about the Jewish religion. Can you hear? Am I speaking loud enough?
Please, please, please.
Some Jewish mystics speak of the Lord as light, and they say that there are sparks of this divine light trapped in the creation. They say that these sparks are encased in husks or shells, and that the mystics come to break the shells and liberate the sparks so that they can return to their source. Would this be another way of describing how our souls are covered by layers of karma, and that the Master comes to remove these coverings of darkness so that the soul's light can shine brightly?
Sister, teaching at the base of every religion has been the same, spiritual truth. After the lapse of time, we forget those teachings, give ourselves more to rituals and ceremonies, and actually we try to analyze the teaching of any religion. We try to go to the depth of any religion. You'll find the same teaching, same spiritual truth to share. All what you have read is nothing new to Santmat, as you know. These all coverings are on the soul. So shell is there and pearl is within. So we have to break that shell and let the pearl shine. So that is between soul and the wrapping of the mind. Exactly, it is the same thing what we are talking about every day. Yes. Even Christ never gave any new religion at all. He only wanted to reform Jewish religion. Because after some time, many religion starts being exploited by the priestly class, by the interested people for their own selfish means, selfish ends. So mystics just come to reform them and tell them the real truth. They don't bring anything new at all. Christ said that the law has been given to you by the Moses. Moses gave you the same law, and yet you condemn me. And he doesn't say Moses never gave you the law, this cosmic law. He gave you the same law, but we have forgotten that law. So we always forget the teaching given to us by the mystics. And after their departure, we try to arrest their teaching into religion, into community, into tight compartments, and separate ourselves from the other peoples. And slowly we become rigid, and it becomes a religion. And then all is left with us is shell. Reality is lost. We do the same thing without knowing what we are doing. It just becomes rituals. You see, to some extent, this mode of religion or ritual has its meaning only as long as the spirituality is there. Without spirituality, these rituals have no meaning at all. You see, without the ornaments, the ornament case has no value, no necessity. Without the beautiful painting or a picture, the frame and the glass has no value, no need. So religion has to stand on spirituality, not on rituals and ceremonies. Rituals and ceremony can be justified as long as the spirituality is there. Without spirituality, these things have no value at all. Whether you wear a suit, whether you wear a pajama kurta, whether you wear a dhoti, it's meaningless. This doesn't, change what you are. It doesn't change your human qualities. But our more or less our religions have become just mode of our living. How we have to dress, how we have to live, how we have to greet each other, how we have to perform our marriages, how we have to Christian our children. These are become, rituals, part of our religion now. They are all right, nothing wrong with them, provided the spirituality is there, which the mystics have been trying to share with us. Without them, these things become absolutely meaningless. They have no value. Yes?
Master, in the Bible it says, if we cannot forgive those that have trespassed against us, how can we expect forgiveness from the Lord?
Yes.
And it is obvious that our karma is so great that we must have the forgiveness of the Lord. In our daily activity, my question is that in our daily activity, along with our meditation, how important is it to make an effort to forgive those that we have hurt, as well as ask for forgiveness?
Well, brother, if something particular is weighing on your mind, that you have done something wrong to somebody, you should never hesitate to ask for the forgiveness of the person. Otherwise, this will go on making a groove on your mind, and this guilt conscience will haunt you. And this will make a groove on your mind, and you will have to come back to account for. But so many other things we do against each other, which we forget even. We become unconscious of them, what we have done. And that is the purpose of meditation. Meditation takes care of that. But if we are conscious of some guilt, some harm, which we have purposely done to somebody, and we know or we are convinced that I was wrong and I did harm him, then we should never hesitate to apologize. Yes?
Maharaji, yesterday you said that we have no personality, the personality is nothing, and that it is just ego. Is it not also something good, something like ahankar?
Something like?
Ahankar, the sense of being separate persons, people?
I'm not following your question.
Isn't personality more than just ego?
I mean, what we are so conscious of our personality is nothing but another word of ego.
And that's all it is?
That's all what it is.
So I am sitting in front of you with just my ego?
No, it's not your ego. You are very much existing there. But if you feel that you are something very great, very noble, very good, you have done so much for others, and you have a very big personality, and all these things you have done for others, then it is ego. Otherwise, your very existence doesn't make you egoistic. Yes, please.
Maharaji, yesterday on the topic of Seva, we were told that only some people get the opportunity of doing the external Seva through the grace of the Master.
Yes.
And it helps to eliminate ego. But in some cases it happens that we have the opportunity and through the grace of the Master, even the capability of doing some Seva, a good sense of responsibility or efficiency, and are given a charge of certain department where we attend to the Sangat, or even a good voice for Seva of singing Shabds, then the Sangat cannot help but praise that Sevadar or Sevadars.
You don't feel egoistic about it. Let them praise.
It sometimes inflates the ego. What must we do then?
Well, that you have to fight with yourself, that you don't take any air about that.
Thank you.
Yes?
Thank you, Maharaji. There's something which is on my heart. There's the most beautiful poem I found in a guest house by you, which was written, I think, in 51, 52. And I love to quote it because it's such a happy poem. And I just wonder, Maharaji, whether it's still valid for us nowadays, and whether we are allowed to pass it on, or whether there's something behind the meaning or something that was bothering me all the time. Such a lovely poem, Maharaji. I wish you peace of heart today.
You remember the poem?
Yes, I wish you joy of heart today. The joy that laughs and sings, the happy... Oh, now I stop because I look at you. I quote it all the time. Wish you joy of heart today, the joy that laughs and sings. Oh.
Well, sister, I'd like to correct you. I'm not a poet at all. And I have never written any poem at all.
Is that not your poem?
No, it's just a misunderstanding. I'd like to explain to you.
Thank you very much.
You know, I was roped into Vyas in 51,
Yeah.
in November.
Yeah.
And then Lala Munshi Ram, Dera secretary, told me it's customary to send Christmas cards, New Year cards to all the representatives. I knew nothing about the Dera's functioning at all. He brought some card from somewhere, he wanted me to sign it, and I signed it, and it went. And it seems that there was a poem on that card.
Oh.
And which some people have attributed to me. But I must confess I'm not a poet, and I know no poetry at all.
Thank you for clarifying. Thank you, Maharaji. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Maharaji, at the farm this weekend, you said that Master doesn't need anybody to speak to another disciple. But my experience has been that sometimes when I'm at home, even after I do my meditation or something, if I'm with a friend and they're non-satsanging, and I'm about to curse somebody or do something bad, they turn me towards Maharaji's picture and they say, let him hear what you're going to say also. And it's impossible for me to continue with that type of conversation. And I know you said that you don't speak through other people, but Is it not Maharaji's grace to have some of these types of people in our environment?
No, I say, why should Master need somebody else to reach you? Can't he reach you direct? Then why should he need another media to reach to you? Why should he send you messages through someone? Why doesn't he come straight to us? It's a very simple thing to understand.
No, what I was asking was, I understand your point, but to have people who are very good reminders of the path around us, is it not grace from the Master to have those people?
No, I don't say that you should shirk their company. I don't say that you don't mix with them. I say Master doesn't need any media to reach us. He can reach us direct. Now it's entirely for you which company you want to seek. I mean, there's no forbidden from me from any point of view. Yes?
Master, in Words Divine on page 18, it says, all bonds of worldly hopes and desires and the pleasures and pains of the past 21 lives are sundered at the very moment one gets the darshan of a perfect master. Is that true?
Read it again.
All the bonds of worldly hopes and desires and the pleasures and pains of the past 21 lives are sundered at the very moment one gets the darshan of a perfect master.
You see, it has been taken perhaps the extract of some satsang. The main thing is what is darshan. Darshan doesn't mean physically seeing the master. First, we must come to that level where we are in a position to have that darshan. Darshan is of the radiant form of the master. It is not physically seeing a master doesn't make a darshan. Darshan means helpless of the disciple to look at the master. That is darshan. That love, that devotion, that love and devotion should be there in darshan. And that only develops when you go to that level of consciousness where you see the radiant form of the master. It is not just physically seeing a man. Yes?
Maharaji, was it useful for the disciples of the two previous masters to receive drishti and share darshan with you after they passed away?
To have darshan for the previous master? Yes, please be clear.
Yes, was it useful for the disciples of the two previous masters to receive drishti from you and share darshan with you after they passed away, the masters passed away?
How would you have their drishti or darshan? When you haven't never seen them, you don't know them, they don't exist anymore, how would you have their darshan?
My question is, you took their place as the perfect master and they left this world. So were you in effect, could they have darshan with you effectively?
You see, we should always look to our own master who has put us on the path. Even if we want to meet some other personality within, your own master will come and introduce you to the other master. But you should not look to any master except your own. Even if he has passed away, even if he has been succeeded. But you should only look to your own master. Without your master, you should not give any attention to anybody. And even when you see your own master, you have to check it by Simran, as we are told. Anyone?
In the case where a disciple is given a second birth, and he is initiated by another master, Uh,
Well, brother, all masters are same. They are all waves of the same ocean. Everybody wants to merge into that ocean, not in the wave. Wave is a means to take us to the bottom of the ocean. All masters are same. So no question of another master. Yes.
At one of the last meetings at the Dara guest house, a disciple asked, what could he take back with him when he went back home? And I believe, if I'm correct, you said, better than mechanical Simran, it would be better that we keep God-minded 24 hours of the day, that we live this continuous spiritual life. And I want to know, is it possible that you talk a little bit about that? Because sometimes you're able to do Simran, but being God-minded, having the 24-hour meditation throughout all our interactions with people is almost impossible, at least for me. The mechanical Simran is much easier.
No, I think it's some misunderstanding and understanding what I may have said. I said the way of life is very important for our meditation. Santmat has its own way of life, and we should live that way of life. That itself is a meditation, 24 hours. Yes?
Yes, Master, yesterday I attended initiations and watched what was happening there. And I was very moved by what I saw. There was one point, though, a question that I had. Out of all of the people there, I assumed that many of them spoke different languages. And the instructions, I assume, were given only in one language. How do you deal with people speaking so many different languages in one ceremony?
Well, brother, generally our language is a common language which everybody understands in this area. But sometimes we get people from Madras side or Karnataka side or a different south side who don't understand this language. Then we have sevadars of that language which explains to them in their own language. We have always our sevadars of every language according to those initiation, people who have come for initiation. If we have a Nepali, we will have somebody who speaks Nepali. If we have a South Indian, we will have some sevadar who speaks South Indian language. So they explain to them individually and helps them. But general language we speak, which is practically understood by everybody. This is neither Punjabi nor Hindi, it is Hindustani. It's a mixed language, spoken language, which is practically their dialect may be different, but generally they understand all this language. Yes? Yes, yes.
If a satsangi has to be reborn again, does it take only little time after his death that he will come back? And if a non-satsangi has to come again, does it take more time for his next birth?
Well, generally we take our birth at the same time according to our karmas. There's no question of satsangis or non-satsangis. Unless we find a place in the inner regions. And from there then we are sent back again. That is a different question. Either we find a place in those mansions, or if we have to come to this creation, we take birth at once. You don't have to wait anywhere.
Somewhere I read that a satsangi is reborn rather immediately again.
I said, that's what I'm saying. Immediately you take birth according to your karmas. Unless you find some place in the mansions, you don't have to come back. If you are not sent back, then you find some place in the other mansions. And if you have to come to the creation, then you take immediate birth.
Can you also clean some karmas in another region?
Yes, you can account for your karmas in the other regions by meditation, but their progress is very slow. Clearing of the karmic account is very, very slow. Here, you can clear it much earlier.
So we can be happy that we are here now and make it quick.
It always, you see, decided according to the disciple, according to the individual karmas. That decision is not in our hand, it's somebody else's hand. What is in our interest? That is the main thing.
But it's also possible that a person is reborn after 20 or 50 more years after his death.
Well, if sometime, very rarely it happens that you find your place in the inner mansions for some time, for a long time, and then you come back with some mistake, with some saint, for some time, then you make progress and then go straight back. Many souls come from there.
Thank you.
Yes. Pardon?
Will the Master be with us in the inner regions?
Well, it depends upon where you are.
So he may not be with us in the inner regions?
Pardon?
He may not be with us in the inner regions?
Well, at some places it may not be always there. But definitely you will be having glimpses. You will have to take meditation. You have to attend to your meditation and all that. Even here, Master is not always with you. Neither inside nor outside. Yes.
Maharaji, as time goes on, it seems that we need you more and more. Could you speak to us about longing and that place of longing and relationship between the disciple and the master?
Well, brother, our relationship of the soul with the Father is that of love. And there is no higher relationship than this relationship. Since we don't see the Father, we have no opportunity to be with Him, as to get attached to Him, as to fall in love with Him, as to love Him. So we love His sons. So we are attached to His sons. And our attachment, our love, our devotion to our sons, actually, it is our attachment and love and devotion to the Father. Because we go where our attachments are. So along with them, we also merge back into the Father. So there is no higher relationship between the disciple and his master. And they are able to create peace within us. They are the peacemaker. They are the sons of God. He doesn't talk about the worldly peace. There never has been ever a peace in this world. At least history doesn't tell us. By peacemakers in the mystics, the sons of God. This relationship is entirely that of love and devotion. Yes?
Maharaji, Saturday and Sunday satsang, when I was looking at you, I just couldn't keep my eyes open sometimes. I feel ashamed to say, but this afternoon somebody told me that then at that time you could close your eyes and do your Simran and Maharaji would help you to go up. Could you speak on that?
I don't follow your problem.
Well, during satsang at Saturday and Sunday, at some times I just couldn't keep my eyes open to look at you.
Because the light was too bright there?
I think so, yes. Must have been. Well, you could call it sleepy, I don't know, but it was very funny though. And somebody told me this afternoon that...
You are at liberty to do whatever it suits you. There's no restriction for anything.
No, but I miss your
You
touch
can
on that.
even sleep, even snore, provided you don't disturb your neighbors.
No, but we miss your darshan then. And
Well, it depends upon you how you want to utilize your time. There's no hard and fast rule. Some people enjoy a little nap also. They can't help it. It is so warm and so long, satsang, it's so boring. When they don't understand the language, what else can they do? I can only sympathize with them, nothing else.
Can I ask another?
Yes, please.
Another question?
Yes, please.
One of the first meetings in the garden at the farm, you told about when doing Simran, we use two faculties, one of thinking and one of seeing, Dhyan Simran.
Yes.
When doing bhajan, I thought we should only use the faculty of hearing and the one of seeing. But I noticed that my mind is running out, so I feel the need to do Simran also. Can you do that?
No, I said both faculties have to be occupied at the same time. Not one faculty. You misunderstood me. Faculty to see and faculty to hear, both should be occupied at the same time.
But I noticed that my mind runs out. I mean, I'm thinking of other things.
You see, mind is same, mind is one. If whole of your mind is in Simran, then who will think about other things?
No, but if you're doing bhajan, I thought you only did dhyan and hearing.
I'm not talking about that time. You see, when you are doing Simran, then faculty to see and faculty to hear, both faculty to see and faculty to visualize, both should be occupied. Faculty to see and faculty to do Simran, you see, both should be occupied.
Yes, I understand that. But with bhajan, I noticed that not doing Simran at that time, only hearing.
If you will attend to Simran, then your attention won't go to the sound at all.
So during bhajan, we can do Simran also?
No, you shouldn't. Just keep your attention here at the eye center and try to hear the sound. Slowly and slowly you become attentive to it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Maharaji, that relationship of pure love between master and disciple, is it not a gift of the master to the disciple?
Well, everything is the gift from the Lord. Nothing we have which is not the gift of the Lord.
Maharaji, I beg for that gift of love.
Well, if we can get such things by just asking or for begging, nothing could be more easier.
Thank you.
Yes.
Maharaji, did the great master come to Delhi regularly for satsang?
You see, his tours were very different than what the pattern of satsang tours is now. All satsang tours, if you read Lala Munshi Ram's diary, was towards the Pakistan side, which is now Pakistan, West Punjab side. All satsang centers were in Amritsar, Lahore, Montgomery, Multan, Rawalpindi, Peshawar, Karachi. They were all in the Pakistan sides. His whole attention was on that side. He did hold satsang in Delhi, but not so regularly. Occasionally, whenever he would happen to pass or happen to be invited, and hardly very few satsangis were there. We have a satsangar, very beautiful satsangar in Daryaganj. There's a satsang hall there, there's residences there. There's one family staying there, caretaker, and some satsangi gentleman made a trust of his property for satsang purposes. And they're still being used for our local satsang. First I used to stay there before this was built. And it is a small courtyard. He used to initiate people there, he used to hold satsang there. But Sangat was very, very limited.
So when did it grow here in Delhi?
Pardon?
When did the satsang start to grow here in Delhi?
When did it grow?
Yes.
Yes, it grew slowly and slowly, generally after partition. You see, actually, after partition, all those satsangis who were in the Pakistan side, they all came to this side. And wherever they went, they spread into the whole India. And wherever they went, they start holding satsang. And they start collecting the mass. Because they opened their own satsang centers and people started being attracted to them. And the others also started attending to their satsangs, and so there was more and more of satsangis, you see. So this movement started more and more after partition, to this side. First it was entirely on the other side. Probably the great master knew it, you see, that these people will be uprooted someday. So he gave his whole attention on that side. He hardly held satsang here, then probably once or twice in his life at Bombay. Sangli, his Highness Sangli was his satsangi, very devoted satsangi. He has gone there 2-3 times. Gwalior he has gone once or probably twice. Then Calcutta probably he has gone once. So in this area you see he has gone for a very limited time. Very few satsangs, I find from the diary. But mostly in this side, he went to the Himachal Pradesh. He opened a lot of satsang centers in the Himalayas. They're very simple people. They're all used to worship stones in one form or another, one image or another. So he, with great hardship, he has been moving from village to village, from place to place, holding satsang there and attracting a lot of satsangis in Himachal and opening very beautiful satsang centers there on those hills, small hills. So now all of them come to Vyas, rather many more. But that was quite a backward area. And that portion of the country remained with India side. Otherwise, his all satsangas were in the West Bengal, in the all Pakistan side.
When Great Master went to Bombay and Sidhpur, I heard something about Sidhpur Sangat. Sidhpur Sangat. When did the Great Master has formed?
I don't think he went to Sidhpur at all.
And Bombay?
Bombay he did go.
How did the Sidhpur Sangat start?
Sidhpur there was Baba Kinkaranand, who used to stay in Dera in Maharajji's lifetime. He was Gujarati. So he was right from the childhood, you see, he has become a sadhu. So he was a very devoted man. So he stayed in Dera. Then in the last days, Great Master told him, you go and hold satsang in Gujarat. Probably he found a place in Sidhpur and then started there. He died just few years ago. And Bombay, he used to hold satsang while going to Sangli. In some small dharamsala or some place I've not seen. So I've never been was there with him. Then from there he used to go to Sangli 2-3 times he has went. If you read that diary of Lala Munshi Ram, you will know all the places where he has been.
Yes, I heard a story about the Bombay Hall being built.
Pardon?
When the Bombay Hall built, great Haju Maharajji was there.
You were there?
Foundation.
You were there?
Great Master.
He has been going there. Yes. You don't need any mic.
I have an unusual question. I have met a friend who is reincarnation of another human being whom I had met 40 or 50 years ago. Am I allowed to talk about that, or better can I keep it for myself?
About what?
About that I know somebody whom have known in previous life, in his previous life.
You know him since previous life?
Yes, I know him now and know what he has been in the previous life.
Then how does it affect you in his previous life?
It doesn't affect me. It's only a proof for the law of reincarnation and karma.
Well, brother, we don't need a proof for that at all. It's the established fact of our previous life.
Yeah. Is it better to talk or not to talk about that?
Why talk?
So better not. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Master, when there is a death of a satsang in a family, what should be done or what can be done? Because lots of satsangis come and they visit. They don't know whether they should start in meditation or whether they should sing Shabbat.
Whatever it suits them.
Whatever suits them. Thank you.
Yes, just to face the situation as it is. Yes.
Maharaji, one of the mystics says, it is no surprise that we love the Master because he's so attractive and beautiful, but he says, it is astonishing that the Master loves us. And we sometimes feel, how can the Master love us? We've become so aware of how dirty we are.
Perhaps he can't help it. That may be also his role, to love us.
It's a great relief.
Shepherd doesn't bother whether the sheep is obedient or disobedient, whether it remains within the fold or runs away. Shepherd doesn't bother. Shepherd doesn't leave that sheep at all, as Christ has given a beautiful parable. He runs even after that sheep and brings it back to the fold because he loves all. He is in charge of all the sheep. The owner of the sheep has entrusted him to look after all the sheep. So he can't help looking all the sheep.
So we sometimes think we're all black sheep. Master's running after all of us like that.
Well, it's immaterial whether we are black and white, but we are definitely sheep. And there's no apartheid policy of color here.
Thank you.
All belong to shepherd, whatever color they may have. Yes.
You told me to praise the Lord, and you also told me to tend to meditation. Would you shed some light, please, on how one is to praise the Lord?
How to pray the Lord?
Yes.
Well, sister, meditation itself is a prayer. What is prayer? Prayer doesn't mean to knock his door for worldly booms and worldly gifts and worldly pleasures, you see. Whatever is in our destiny, that we will get it, even if we don't pray.
You had said to me, praise the Lord.
Praising the Lord means attending to your meditation. That is the only way we can praise Him. Just saying that He is great, He is so and so doesn't solve our any problem at all. He is what He is. But by praising Him, that we should attend to our meditation. We should realize His greatness and we should try to reach to His level. That is praising the Lord.
May I ask you one more question?
Yes, please.
Where in the books, what books, talk about the beginnings of, I guess you say, results from bhajan? I don't mean the lofty things, stars and suns and so forth. I mean the very beginnings. I know I have heard about the bell sound and so forth. There's the very first things that begin to happen. Where can I study those?
What is the problem? I'm not following your question.
I think she wants to know what are the beginning results of bhajan.
What is the beginning?
Results of bhajan. What are the beginning results of bhajan?
Well, beginning means struggling. We are struggling to get to our destination. That is the beginning of bhajan. We start struggling to get to our destination, which is far, far, far beyond us yet. Everybody has individual experiences still in the beginning. Now all experiences are not the same in meditation to begin with. Yes?
Just wanted to thank you, Maharaji, for all the love and the hospitality that you and all the Sevadors here have given us. It's just
Well, brother, I have said so many times that there is nothing for you to thank me at all. We are all source of help and strength to each other, and this institution belongs to all of you. You are no burden to anybody, you are not guest of anybody. Nobody is host here. I don't know who's the host and who's the guest. It's all a big family. We sit together and helpful to each other, and we love to help each other. So there's nothing to thank anybody at all. Yes, please.
I attended initiation Monday, and I found that the pronunciation and the cadence of the holy names that I've been using for 9 years is somewhat different than what you're using.
I don't think it makes any difference as long as your concentration is there at the eye center. Don't worry. Yes.
Maharaj, this question has a lot to do with the subject of forgiveness. A lot of times myself, and I see other people, we walk around with like 100-pound weight on our shoulder, feeling bad about something that we did in the past, and we say, Master's upset with us, and we don't know how we're supposed to go on. Could you please talk a little bit, I think it's really about self-forgiveness, and could you talk about self-forgiveness, how we can go ahead with our lives?
Well, brother, I said many times, self-pity doesn't help us. Self-analysis doesn't help us. Go on brooding on the past, it doesn't lead us anywhere. We have to take step forward now. We must have a positive attitude now for the future. Forget about the past. Attend to your meditation. Live the way of Sant-mat, way of life. And be a good satsangi. Don't worry what has happened. It won't solve any problem at all. We must take a positive step. Yes, sister?
Maharaji, the Southern California satsangis all send their love to you. May I ask a question, please? After the soul leaves the body, where are the inner regions?
Where are we? In the inner region?
Yeah.
You see, as I said just a few minutes ago, the soul, according to its own spiritual development and karmas, take shape at once after death.
Yes, but where are the inner regions? We leave the body. Where are the inner regions? Where does the soul go after it leaves the body?
You see, if it has to take a birth, it will go to the mother's womb. If it has to find a place in the mansions, it will go and find its place in the inner mansions.
Where are the inner mansions?
Right within you.
Yes, but you're leaving the body.
Yes, it's not the physical body. It is according to your mental consciousness, development of your consciousness. In those mansions. Christ said there are many mansions in my Lord's house. In those mansions we find our place.
Thank you, Master.
He said, I am going to carve a place for you there. I mean, according to individual spiritual progress, we find our place there. Or we come back to this creation.
Master, in reading spiritual letters, we can fairly easily see the communication and the relation between Sawan Singh and the Great Master. Could you relate, maybe with some detailed example, how we can expect to relate with you in our meditation, in our daily lives?
You see, it's very difficult to comment on the relation of Great Master with Babaji Maharaj. But our relation with the Master is that of love and devotion and that of meditation. It is not any worldly relation, it's only a spiritual relationship. And the more we are filled with love and devotion of the Master, the more we feel nearer to the Master. Master is always nearer to us. It is we who are away from the Master. The more we are filled with love and devotion for the Master, the more we feel the nearness of the Master. The more we feel that he belongs to us and we belong to him. Actually, it is our own feeling. We come to that level of consciousness where we feel the nearness of the Master. Otherwise, Master is always near to every disciple.
Master, would you please comment on faith? Sometimes my faith is not so strong, and sometimes it is more strong.
Well, brother, actually, we analyze our feeling too much. We always try to weigh our own love for the Master, for our own devotion to meditation, our faith, how much deep it is, how much shallow it is. We are always trying to analyze ourselves. And this analytical study of our own emotions and feelings doesn't lead us anywhere at all. But for the faith, we will not be on the path. And this faith will grow with the help of meditation. And it grows and grows and grows the more progress we make within. Faith automatically grows. Without faith, nobody will be on the path. So I don't know how we measure that I have so much faith today and my faith has become less today or it has increased today. I don't know what is that scale by which we always measure ourselves. We should rather analyzing these things, we should just attend to meditation. When the seed is there, it is bound to grow and grow to become the tree. So there's nothing much to analyze at all.
Maharaji, your Sevadars are so wonderful to us, and they have so much humility, and they're always happy to do anything for us. And we have a lovely Sangat in Johannesburg, and it seems there are always just a few people who do Seva. Could you speak to us about the importance of Seva?
I don't understand the meaning, sister, that very few people do Seva, because the real Seva is meditation. And every disciple is supposed to do that Seva, attend to your meditation. That is the real Seva. All other Seva are just as a means to that end, to achieve that end. Seva with body, Seva with mind, they are always very helpful for achieving the end. But real Seva is meditation, to which we attend every day. Everybody's circumstances doesn't permit to physically work or serve the institution. Some people are too busy to do it. Some people are handicapped to do it. Some people have no facilities to do it. But whatever little we can do, we should try to do. But the real Seva is that of meditation. Seva just means, you see, to be helpful to each other. Now, you have a better concept of Seva when you are here in Delhi. In the satsang you see outside how your own brothers are working, brothers and sisters are working just to serve the Sangat. And that is real Seva. But this Seva should lead us to meditate.
Thank you. Maharaji, in the last 4 years, you've showered immense grace on me, and I had no understanding of what it meant. And I, at some point, turned my back on you in a very ugly way. And I don't know if there'll be another possibility in this lifetime that I can have that grace again.
Sister, the Lord is always showering His grace on us. He's always pulling us from within. We have to be receptive to that pull. We have to be receptive to His grace and to be grateful to Him for that pull, for that grace. No doubt, sometimes we do go astray here and there because our destiny is such. We have a strange load of karma, strange wind of karma, which just puts us off from the path. But as I give an example many times, like a kite, when we fly it, it goes right and left. As long as the string is there in the hand of the flyer, it will be just pulled back to the level of the flyer. There's nothing to worry for the kite. So we do go astray here and there, but that pull of the Shabad and Naam is always there. That seed is there within us, which has to sprout sooner or later. And that again puts us on the path again.
Well, I hope that in this lifetime that you can have
that you can give me the grace to experience what happened again,
Sister,
and that I could make it through this.
we are
time,
all
Lord.
beggars at his door. Our duty is to beg, to knock the door. It is for the giver to see us worthy to be given. But we must do our duty. We must knock. We must beg. And he is a very good giver. We are very poor beggar.
Thank you.
Master?
Yes.
Master, my question has to do with surrender. And I know that you say to do our meditation, to be as receptive, to become receptive, to do our best. And as we're doing that, as we stumble along and follow your guidance to the best of our ability, how do we create that sense of surrender, which is so important as well? To surrender with an open heart, to surrender as fully as we can in order that we might be receptive to the grace.
Brother, we can only surrender what belongs to us. Which doesn't belong to us, we are not in a position to surrender at all. We have to surrender our mind to the Master. First, let us make that mind our own. First, let us have control our own mind. Now we are dictated by the mind. Mind has become our master, and we have become the slave. So let us make our mind own. Let it become pure. And when it belongs to us, then we are in a position to surrender to the Master. Surrender to the Shabad and Naam. Same thing. Then it merges into the Shabad and Naam. Then it becomes pure. Then only soul can merge into the Shabad and Naam. Surrender is that of the soul, merging back into that Shabad and Naam. But mind is an obstacle in the way. So unless mind becomes pure, unless we are able to control the mind, we are not able to surrender at all. Surrender means merging into the being and becoming one with the being. That is surrender, to lose your own identity. Call it love, call it surrender. It is the same thing. Only meditation helps us to grow to that level where we can surrender ourselves to the Master or to the Shabad. As Christ said, you have come unto me and I have come unto you. When we come into the Master, we become one with the Master. We have surrendered ourselves to the Master. We have been able to eliminate our own identity and become another being. Then we come into the Master, and He comes to us. He becomes part and parcel of us. That is real surrender. That is love. And that only we can achieve by meditation. There is no other way.
Thank you, Master.
Maharaji, there is a very difficult point in turning the attention from the inner master, as we have to do it in the home country, to here to the outer plus inner master. And the most difficult point seems to be the departure in the home country, because there are so many satsangis who want to be here as well, and especially if they don't speak English, they yearn terribly to find this streamlining. They cannot do it through the books, as those who speak English, they just are often in extreme darkness, and the cry is incredible. And what can we do when we depart?
Sister, I can well realize that handicap of being away. But then we have to make best use of the situation as we have. Master is not away from us, as you all know. Once He initiates us, He puts us on the path, He is right within us and nearer to us. But naturally we feel the separation because we have been brought in touch with the physical form of the Master, and we feel that separation from Him. And that problem is always there. But we know the ways and the means to reach to that level where we can always be one with the Master and eliminate that separation and become one with Him. And that is only meditation. So, reading the books, hearing the tapes, attending to meditation, keeping good society, and attending satsang meetings, they all help us to achieve that end.
Is it all right to speak this way to those satsangis to be very attentive in these days when you are here with us, because you're with them as well, more closer than? Is that all right?
Sister, His grace is always there. When we face certain handicaps, but our pull is there towards the Master. We are full with love and devotion, but something is holding us back. We can't help it. His grace is always there.
Master, during meditation, a lot of times my mind is very scattered, and so I do the Simran out loud, and it really focuses me more. What are your comments about saying it out loud, or is there, if you do it out loud, as long as, of course, nobody else hears it, is that all right?
You mean to say Simran loudly?
Out loud, yes. Out loud.
Well, if you are sitting alone and you are fortunate to have enjoyed that loneliness, then you can do it little loudly just within yourself, so that you feel that you are in the Simran. But the real practice should be do it mentally.
But
you can start with, you see, little loudly. Outwardly with your lips. But then you should do slowly and slowly Simran mentally.
Right.
Try to form the habit to do Simran mentally.
Thank you.
Master, when our spirit leaves our body at the time of death and prior to being reborn again, is it possible that we may have darshan with our Master?
Well, it depends upon the individuals. Every soul which has been initiated is always taken care of. Whether he is able to tell others whether he has met the Master or not, that is different. Whether Master comes and receives the disciple, it's different. But we must try to achieve to that level where we can be with the Master. If we have been able to achieve it within our lifetime, then there is no problem at all. Otherwise, it is the grace of the Master. He may or may not come. It depends upon our individual karmas, our attachment to the creation, our spiritual progress. So many factors are there. But every soul which has been initiated is always taken care of.
Thank you.
Radha Swami Maharaj, could you speak a little bit more about the process?
About the?
Could you speak a little bit more about the process of this journey of the soul to the point where it reaches the radiant form?
Sister, it is nothing much to discuss about that. It is something which we have to achieve. Our only concern is that we must withdraw our consciousness back to the eye center with the help of Simran and Dhyan, and then be in touch with the divine light within, divine melody within. And that divine melody, divine light will automatically pull us slowly and slowly to the level where we can be one with the radiant form of the Master. There's nothing much to describe about that.
Master, you've given me all the needs I need in the world, but I would just like to ask one more of you. Please, Master.
I have not followed your question.
You have given me so many things in the world, fulfilled so many needs of mine, but I would like to ask one more. Please, Sahib, no more separation.
Well, we are not at all separated. Separation is if the Master feels that disciple has been separated from him. Master doesn't feel separated at all from the disciple. Master is right in him, with him. He has taken his abode with the disciple. So where is the separation? As far as Master is concerned, there is no separation at all. But as far as the disciple is concerned, he definitely feels the separation because he is not conscious that the Master is with him. So he should attend to the meditation and become conscious that his Master is always with him. Then there is no separation at all.
We still feel the separation. like Bulleh Shah.
Meditation will overcome that feeling.